Collective, welcome to your music channeling. Your go-to song is this one, Miss You by Aaliyah. That's very loud. On that note, this person very much misses you. I also want to say that there are some specifics. If there are any past readings, I will link them down below. Something about the month of August is also relevant. Capricorn is relevant, mostly because of the artist. She's a Capricorn sun. Okay, America could be relevant. Black American, United States of America, white American, Indian American. Get it? Okay. So we're gonna just pull some cards on August. Okay. So we got this one here in reverse. So basically somebody doesn't want to mask anymore. They want to come clean, be open about something, reveal something. Okay, it has to do with this. So if there was anything of this nature, whether they stabbed you in the back, caused you heartbreak, pain, deception, grief, crash outs, mental anguish, get it, okay? They want to talk to you about this. They want to come clean about this. Want to open up about this. They want things to get better. They want you to get better, collective. They really miss you. They know that you will need time. And they want to give you all the time you need. Okay? They don't, I feel like they don't care how long it takes. But they definitely want to come clean and be open about this. I also feel like somebody might cry in front of you. And actually like tear up. Okay, I'm seeing there's gonna be like an embrace, and there's gonna be like a lot of crying as well. Now this is the thing, I do feel like things are over between you guys. The card came out like this. The thing is this, it's done. So why do you still want to confess? Yeah, somebody still want to talk to you about the pain they caused you. Or maybe they want to talk to you about the pain that they were in. I don't feel like their goal is for you guys to get back together, but for you to get closure or clarity. I'm getting another scenario of hurting you, hurt them. Okay, that's what I'm getting here with this reading. Okay, and you're somebody that really cared for them, loved them unconditionally, okay, with everything that you have. I don't know if you want this, okay? If you're feminine watching, I don't know if you want this little breakdown from this soulmate, this past soulmate collective, but they definitely want to unmask and be honest and be open with you about your place. It stems from them missing you, but it stems from them also, I guess, wanting to hurt you less. So, you know what? I feel very emotional. I will say this though. When you guys meet, it's gonna be an embrace and you're gonna cry in each other's arms. It's the realization and the pain of like, fuck, I really hurt somebody that loved me. Okay? Is that the title? So yeah, August is relevant based on that, okay? I just don't know if you want this though. But somebody wants like a clear conscience. Sorry, I'm a little bit annoyed because they're like repainting in my apartment building, and the fumes from the paint is pissing me off. It really irritates me. I don't know if that's symbolic. I don't know if you're gonna be upset with them, irritated by them. But let's focus, okay? Hey, I feel like they don't care if you're irritated. They don't care if you're mad. We got this card in reverse. I feel like you're not hurt anymore. That's the thing. you're not hurt anymore. I'm also getting the energy like they don't want to keep on hurting you or be hurt by you or be the reason that you're hurt. But if we pull back, if we reverse a little bit, collective, you're the reason. They know that you know that they are the reason why you're hurt. They're just clocking it, okay? But the thing is that I don't feel like you're hurt anymore. But maybe they're the one that's gonna cry in your arms, okay? Maybe you did that last time, and now they're gonna cry in your arms for what they did, what's clocking to them, okay? I feel like I mentioned this as a reference, but you might be upset with them or pissed, just like I'm pissed at the themes or the painting that. Anyways, I feel like it's relevant. If you're pissed, maybe they're realizing that you're not hurt anymore. Maybe they were used to you being emotional and crying. And maybe they were crying more because you're pissed. I don't know. There's gonna be like some sort of emotional interaction. The song that's playing right now is Let's Make Love. Maybe you guys were in a loving, sexual, healthy, committed relationship, but they still treated you like shit. I don't know. Collective, point of the matter is this person missed you. You could have been together when you guys were younger. I really love this song by Leah. I just don't remember. I would say this though. She talks about getting out of high school, going in a different paths than the person that she's with, and when she's on this path in life that's separated from the person that she's so used to, she realized that she missed them, and she's thinking about the times and she's thinking about the times and realizing that she wants to go back to those times, or is wondering if the person that she was with back in those times can get back together. But she also has the realization of she can't really go back together with this person to those times or even in the present, because they know that their soulmate has a different life. So in your favor with this song, collective, I would say this: the person now wants to come in and be honest about why they hurt you, or that they're hurting you, missing you, knowing that you guys can't get back together, but somehow talking to you, crying in front of you. In their head, they feel like it will bring you closure, okay? Or less hurt and pain. Maybe they feel like this is the right thing to do. Because somebody is realizing that they're in pain because you're in pain. They're in pain now because they hurt you. Hurt people. That type of energy. But I'm also getting the energy of like you are not sad. And if you were sad, you're not sad anymore. I feel like you just don't give a fuck. You might even be angry or annoyed or upset. Okay? This might even make them cry. Okay? Okay? Now, the song in itself, it's not that dramatic, okay? It's basically drifting apart from a lover, a close one, and going on different paths, reminiscing on the past, being nostalgic about it, thinking if that person is also thinking about the past and wondering if they feel the same. Are they still nostalgic? That is the energy of that song, but based on the cards here and what I'm feeling right now, I feel like it's much more deeper than we're on different paths, we grew up, we grew apart from each other, right? Because that could have been your message in itself, like lyric by lyric. Just go based on the song. You were together with this person, you grew apart, you guys were together when you guys were younger. You could have been childhood lovers, right? Young lovers at that, puppy lovers, and you do your own thing, they do their own thing, and sometimes they think about you. Sometimes it's quite sad because they're wishing they could go back to those times, but they can't because you guys are grown-ups now, right? You have different lives. Okay? That is my personal intake when it comes to that song. I'll probably explain it in that same manner. When it came to other readings, I'm not sure. They are linked down below or in the video. I said this to say, message right now with this song is that somebody just want to have a clear conscience, okay? Queen of Swords. You're definitely going to be in this. If you're feminine watching, you're in this energy against this person. You just don't give a fuck. You're probably going to cause judgment on them and have no fucks to give, no feelings to give here. I'm not tuning into the energy of getting back together. It's just the energy of missing you, missing the good part, missing somebody that held me down, that loved me for me and loved me unconditionally. That's the energy I'm getting here, okay? This person is wounded. They know they wounded you. I also feel like you don't give a fuck in terms of being emotional about this, but you still hurt by this, right? Maybe it would have been different if you cried in front of them, but you were not going to. So it's like, or not in the same way. Something about having a visceral reaction. I don't feel like you're gonna come from that aspect, collective. So I don't know. Somebody just want to have a clear conscience, okay? Or they're trying to like hurt you less, because they're realizing now that they hurt somebody that really loved them. Now, you guys heard the song before. They might want to segue into. Let me clarify. To like hoping that this will open the door for you guys can be lovers again. Now, I don't feel this energy, but maybe so. No, I feel like somebody really want to have a clear conscience. Okay, now. Based on the song, the Let's Make Love song, I can say this, that they could be like, oh, I miss making love to collective because they really loved me. Like when we were together, it was real love. Real love. I'm talking about. Listen, and this could be Riley realizing, shit, why did I hurt somebody that loved me for real and the love was fucking good? And it's not just energy, emotional love, it was also like the physical love. The love making was great, and now they're like fucking. Maybe this is why somebody would crash out and be sad. Shit, I hurt somebody that fucking loved me and the love was fucking great. What? This is crazy to them. Okay, now like I said, they realize this really late. Okay, because you guys got the time card and they're like, either they know you need time, or time is already passed, or there's not a amount of time that can heal this. Maybe this is why they're sad. You know, there's no amount of time that can heal this, and this is like really frightening to them. But if you're feminine, I feel like you have no tears to cry. Collective was pull a card for, if you're watching for a female, these are your cards. So if you're watching for a feminine, this is your card. So you need to learn from your mistakes and need to learn from the past, okay? Whatever you did in the past, I guess don't do it again, or pretty much don't repeat the past. Whatever that means. Don't repeat the past. If you're watching for a female, don't repeat the past. If you're watching for a masculine, you need to, if it was upright, you need to turn knowledge into wisdom. So basically transmute that energy, learn from the experience, right? Now you don't have to go in the same manner or way, but I feel like you already learned your lesson. Okay? If it was like this, you already learned your lesson. So you're not going to repeat history. For the people that are watching for females, be careful not to repeat history. For the females watching for masculine, you will not repeat history because you learned your lesson. You don't want to go through that again. Okay? So yeah, that is the message here. Clear conscious, right? Realizing they hurt the one that loved them. That's your message, okay? Now we got this card as well. It kind of flew like this. They are definitely thinking about you. They feel your energy, dreaming about you. They feel very tempted. Some of them really feel the like influx pull to like reach out to you, but they know they can be impulsive. They know they can be hasty. They know they can be rash about this. Like they really need to be thoughtful, calculating, and come correct. Like I'm getting the energy of like if they even look at you weird, it's gonna be blocked, shut door. You're gonna freaking move state, country. It almost like you will never exist again. Something about how like if they need to do things right by you, they really like need to be on par. Like they really need to check off the checklist, because it's kind of like even if they smell funny or look funny or they say something wrong, like you're very much gonna be the Queen of Swords. Like, oh, you say this, but you look like this, or you're gonna clock something so fast they know that they can't miss with you, and if they do, it's gonna be, well, shit, that was your last chance to fix it with collective. Yeah, okay, so if you're watching for masculine here, how are they feeling? They love you, they miss you. A lot of them have regained their feelings towards you, so there's that. Okay, they also feel like they can't let go of you. They also feel like they want to go somewhere in seclusion and just spend time with you, spa, retreats, things of that nature. If you're watching for a feminine, you see your cards. Okay, if you're watching for a feminine, some of them are open to see you again, but again, if you come wrong, if you don't come correct, like I said before, they're gonna be like, oh my god, you had on this whatever, you said this, you saying this by you meaning something else by your expression. They're gonna be a detective on your ass if you do something wrong, like the littlest things, and you're gonna be like, oh my, I can't, you believe it. If this feminine is clocking you to be anything other than coming correct, they're not gonna deal with you ever again. But there's going to be an opening for reconciliation, whether it's they're going to be, okay, let's see what you have to say, or the universe will like kind of bring you back together. Even, in the words of Eminem, you only got one shot. You only got one shot with this feminine. If you fuck it up, that was your last. Okay, I kid you not. Okay, but I will say not all of them will be open. Like if you pass by this feminine, this soulmate, some of them are going to be like, well, you don't exist. It was years ago. I don't really give a fuck. That's the energy, and they will definitely walk past you. They'll definitely not take your call. They definitely will keep you blocked. Some of them are going to be like, let me see what you have to say, okay? And it's a small percentage. On that note, I don't feel like they have a lot to say to you. It's mostly like, let me hear what you have to say. And if it sounds right to them, okay. Well, what they would do after, I will say this though, just because you express to them that you miss them and you have feelings for them, that you want to, clear your conscience, if you're watching for a female here, it doesn't negate them to be like, yeah, I feel the same. It doesn't parallel their emotions. You can be like, I feel this and that. They're going to be like, oh, okay. Thank you for expressing yourself. Or maybe not say anything at all, right? Because like I said before, because I'm getting the energy of like when a woman is fed up. You guys saw this card in reverse. Where's this? This is like my bruised card. When you've been hurt, but you're healing and you just don't have no emotions or no reaction anymore. What the heck is this card? Hold up. Where is this card? This card, right? It was in reverse. That means the hurt, the pain, they're done. They're over it. Okay? So that's your message. And we're going to keep it as such. Okay? There we go. We're gonna do a little bit of initial, and thank you for watching. Okay. Somebody's name could be Steven as well. If you're watching Steven, this is your advice card. So we got this one here. If you're watching, they don't have the love that you think they have, or they're not going to go into the loving space that you're coming from, okay? So there we go. And if you're watching as Steven, or well, this is if you're watching as Steven. If you're watching for him, things are going to change, okay? So you guys are going to go from dark to light, or it could go from light to dark, but since this seems like an iffy reading, you'll probably go from dark to light, okay? So letters wise, we got E, X, E, I, M, D, T, R, E, S, V, F, E, A, T, M, and O, okay? D, V, and then blank letter. Somebody's name is Natalia. Natalia, your advice card. So you're gonna get clarity, Natalia, but you also need to know your worth, okay? And if you're watching for her, if you're watching for Natalia, she may not have healthy boundaries. So, or either Natalia doesn't have boundaries, but you're gonna get clarity, or you don't have boundaries, but Natalia, you will get clarity. It's either one or the other, okay? I feel like somebody's gonna be a little bit afraid, a little bit anxious as well. All right, somebody's name could be Moses. Moses, okay. We got Moses, Mo. Okay. I'm seeing DV as in that could be, I know that's like a state in DV, but I'm also thinking about, like, if I'm going to be honest, like domestic violence. Maryland, Denver. Yeah, DV kind of, yeah. Anyway, so we got Davida, David, Dave. For some of you guys, an X is involved in this. Is past lover, past connection is an X. Okay. Someone say it could be Teddy. Something about Teflon. We got more. Somebody wants more out of something. I'm seeing this and that, tit for tat. Okay, something about Fonzie. Phones. Feeling hexed. Maybe there is some sort of like magic going on, or somebody's into like black magic. Okay. Dexter could be relevant. Somebody could be a doctor. I'm seeing medic field. Maybe somebody was in the hospital. Maybe you met at the hospital. Okay, so very short, quickly. You guys are from different social, economical status in life. Okay, different belief systems, morals, values, nationalities, ethnicities. There could be age difference. There could also be like location differences, long distance. Somebody was definitely cheating into open relationship, marriages. There was definitely some abuse. Like I said, DV is relevant. Emotional, spiritual, physical abuse. There was definitely some manipulation going on. Somebody could also be a part of the LGBTQ community or an ally. Something about this, like, okay, so I'm seeing Moses in the letters, but something about Moses, like the name is relevant, okay? So let me just look it up. So Moses, the name means drawn from water, okay? To draw out something, so to draw out something. It also means son and child. This is an Egyptian name supported by, okay? Somebody's from Egypt. Okay. Somebody could be Hebrew. Okay, so just to keep it simple, somebody wants to pull something out. It could be in the energy of like, you pulled out your person's emotional side. That's why they want to come in and talk to you and be vulnerable, because you're the only one that could activate that, right? But then for some of you guys, it could have been like they pulled out something within you where it's like they never get again, or you would never open up again to somebody, or just how you feel, at least for to them. And they're like, oh my God, I pulled out my divine feminine, and now they're going back in, and I will never see them again, okay? The story of Moses is his family had to sacrifice him because the Pharaoh, okay, was paranoid, thinking that somebody would be his successor, right? And how am I going to parallel this with the reading? I don't know. Like, I'm going to simple. Help me, Spirit. We're going to do it like this. In modern times, in this energy, people that you cared for, people that you loved you, they didn't know what they have until they lost it. Okay, I don't feel like this is the energy of like they played on your energy or on your time, but they definitely did hurt you. But it's giving like the energy of like they didn't know until they lost it, and when they did, right, just like Pharaoh had to be forced to leave his family, and they realized that what he knew that his entire life was all a lie, for him to return back to the people that he was persecuting, to then help against the people that was there for him, is fucking traumatizing, okay? So a lot of manipulation, a lot of calculating, a lot of like, I trusted you, but you did this, and then you go to somebody else, and I'm gonna say this though, if you're feminine here, the reason why that sellout card came out in reverse, I feel like you have too many people played on your energy, and if you were to open up to this person, and you did, and they did the same bullshit like other people did, there is no wonder you feel empty. That's what we're gonna take with this story of Moses, because I kind of feel like you meet friends, family members, a lot of you guys, lovers, right? You confide in them, you were there for them, you love them. Like I said before, you're the only one, at least for these people in this reading, you're the only one that loved them unconditionally, through it all, no matter what. And they did the same bullshit against the people that you warned them about, that people have put you in situations and scenarios where you don't have the energy to love somebody, or had a dysfunctional view of love because of your upbringing, your past, or other people, right? And the same person that was like, I got you, I'm there for you, I accept this love, I'm alright for you, it's you and me, for them to treat you in the same manner that the people, it's almost like the people that I feel like I'm making sense, but I do want to add in a personal situation. A few years ago, I dated somebody from Chicago, and I remember telling them about my past, right? And they got so frustrated about the people in my life that had treated me like shit. Like, it didn't, like, they're kind of shocked that I'm still, like, how do I say, have this light. For them later on to treat me like shit, it's almost like, how can you be so down for me because of what I've been through, and then turn around and do the same thing or even worse. I'm getting that type of energy. Now, this was years ago, okay? I'm talking years. I say this to say, I feel like this is how these people were treating you, this soulmate, that if not for anything, at least they want to clear their conscience, because it's kind of like they messed something good for life up, and they can't even come in with, it was not my intention, because they either knew what they were doing or jeopardized it because of paranoia. Just like how Pharaoh was paranoid about Moses taking, or not even Moses like people, right, taking his place, right? Jealousy, envious could also be relevant here, right? But again, all these people that did you wrong, collective, they know that you were nothing but honest, nothing but 1,000 with them. Of course they feel guilty. Of course karma is going to be on their ass. Of course they feel like nothing will ever measure up to you. Like I said before, if you're coming for a female, trying to make it right, if you do not do it according to the checklist, they're going to write you off for life. You only got one shot, in the words of Eminem Marshall. You get it? Okay? So that's the energy I'm feeling here. And we're going to go with that. Okay? Something about Tex-Mex. Maybe somebody likes to eat out a lot, like DoorDash, Uber Eats, etc. Okay. Anyways, something about food is also relevant. Collective, we're about to wrap it up, and a lot of them, I'm telling the name Jennifer, a lot of them want to be in your friend circle, or at least they're hoping to, if everything goes according to plan. But that is also, it's very tough. It's a very it's and this is the thing, if you guys were friends and they fucked you up and you guys have love for them, I feel like it's even worse. Okay, I don't even know how to explain it, but good luck. Whomever resonates, whether it's you that's going to receive this message or you're going to plan out this message for this soulmate of yours, good luck. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. In terms of the dates, we're going to go on divine timing, as in it will happen when it happens. We're going to do a few dates or numbers. If they're coming up any numbers, take it to heart. If not, thank you for watching. Okay, we got number 10. Okay, also I'm tuning into channeling July 16th. So for some of you guys, they already tried, or you already tried, and well, if you tried and it's being a fail, that's what it is. Okay,